guys, it's Shailene. So I'm excited because today I'm going to be starting my new series called Video Journals. Basically, this series is just going to cover things that I probably would write in my journal. But recently, I've taken a different approach to journaling by expressing my feelings and stuff through prayer. We're just going to be covering things that might just come through my mind that I don't really take the time to sit down with. So yeah, let's get into the video. Things I'm starting to get fed up with. Okay, so the first thing that I'm starting to get fed up with is fakeness. I feel like in our society, we've kind of like normalized being fake, whether that is in friendships, our jobs, or whatever. But personally, I don't like fakeness. I don't like pretending to be somebody that I'm not, because I don't see the point in pretending when God put everybody on this earth to be different. So why shall I go out and pretend to be somebody who maybe I've seen or maybe that I've been inspired by, you know? And personally, I say this now because I used to be that person. I used to pretend a lot. I used to not be myself 100%. And honestly, all of that just does something to you. It changes you as a person because you don't even know who you are. And then you feel like you are constantly trying to put up this front instead of just letting it go, you know? It's not everybody that's gonna be your person. It's not everybody that's gonna like your personality. And that's something you just gotta be okay with. Second thing I'm starting to get fed up with is time limits. At a point in my life, I was feeling like I had to get everything done by this time. I had to be the type of person by this time in my life. And you know, it's just really toxic because realistically, life happens. A big goal of mine was to like have like a bunch of followers at one point. Life happens. I went to college, I dislocated my knee, and I just didn't feel confident enough to even post any pictures or anything after that. So having time limits, I feel like can be a very toxic thing, because if you feel like you got to get something done by a certain time and it doesn't happen, then you're going to end up beating yourself up and thinking, I'm worthless. No, you're not, you know? So I feel like having time limits for yourself is just toxic, and that's something that I stopped doing. Everybody's different. Everybody gets things done differently, and I feel like you don't beat yourself up because you're doing and living life a different way than somebody else. Next thing I'm kind of getting fed up with is oversharing. All my life, and I promise you y'all, it's to be some type of trauma response. Like I feel like I gotta pour out everything so this person knows exactly who I am the minute I meet them. No, I'm not doing that anymore. The reason why I don't do that anymore is because there's literally certain things that are personal to you, and not everybody has to know your business. When I used to live life and have everybody knowing my business, I felt like people felt like there's nothing more to learn about me. When it comes to oversharing, sometimes it's because you haven't really figured out how you feel about a certain situation, or you haven't healed from that situation. So you kind of look towards this other person as somebody who can help you in some way. Not saying that people cannot help you, but for somebody to be able to help you, there needs to be certain things intact. You can't meet somebody right off the bat and then start telling them your whole life story, because you don't even know if you can trust this person. You don't even know how this person even feels about you yet. You don't even know how you even feel about this person. Because you know, when people meet people for the first time, it's so easy for somebody to think, oh my gosh, I met like the perfect friend. No, you don't know them yet. So I feel like until you actually know somebody, don't go out of your way to like overshare everything that's going on with you in your life. Next is overstepping your boundaries. I was living life without having no boundaries. If a friend said, do this for me, I do it in a heartbeat. Like, I would put aside like schoolwork and dealing with my mental health, and I would never ever give any time to myself, and I just would push everything to the side. Then I started to feel burdened, like when my friends would be like, I gotta tell you something, because I was struggling. I felt like in that moment I was a bad friend. But the reason why I was a bad friend is because I overstepped my boundary of not taking the time to also deal with my problems. And because of that, I started becoming more irritable when my friends would want to talk to me about certain stuff because of what I was struggling and dealing with. Just to like put an end to all of that, and just so I could be a better friend and better person overall, I have created boundaries in my life that are important to me that I don't overstep, because I know that if I overstep these boundaries, I won't be able to be the best version of myself. Anger is another thing that I'm starting to get fed up with. I don't like being mad, because I don't like that version of myself. When I get upset, it's like a switch. I don't have control of my emotions, and I don't like being angry for that reason. Recently, I've been working on my anger just so that I don't get angry as fast. Guys, when I say anger, Being an irritable person is another form of being an angry person. Just because you're not yelling, screaming, whatnot, you're still losing control of yourself, still letting anger inside you. I've been praying about that recently because I don't want to be that type of mom who's just yelling at their kid all the time, or I don't want to be that friend that's just mad for no reason, you know. Another thing that I am starting to get fed up with is laziness. I know you guys are gonna be like, didn't you just say you shouldn't put a time limit on things? Yeah, but I also didn't say that you should be lazy. Being lazy, like actually just doing nothing, it's okay every now and then. I used to be very, 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 very lazy. I could just be not doing anything, knowing that I had to do something for like weeks, like literally. And also, I just would always wait till last minute. Like big time procrastinator was me. But it's not gonna be me anymore because I'm tired of that lifestyle, man. I can't do it. And I'm tired of saying and convincing myself that I work better under pressure. I don't work better under pressure. I need time because I need time to get what I need to get done. And I also need time to just have time to myself and relax. Then the last thing I am fed up with is not growing. When you're not growing, you're allowing yourself to just stay the same emotionally. You're allowing yourself to stay the same. We all have ways that we can grow. Completing your goals is a way of growing. Healing yourself is another way of growing. Making connections is another way of growing. Working hard, whether that is in school, sports, business, whatever, is also a way of growing. There's always room for growth. There's literally always room for growth. You don't have everything down. You might convince yourself you have everything down, but you don't. Maybe it's something that you're not even realizing. Back to the anger thing, being irritable all the time. You might think I got everything down, but you're an irritable person. No, you don't. There's always something that you can work on in your life and you can expand on. Reading the Bible has helped me to expand my mind in like a lot of ways. Prayer also helps a lot too. Through prayer, God can reveal different things to you. What's another thing? Making the right connections. Because if you have friends that love you, they're gonna tell you when you are not doing something the right way. Watching podcasts, y'all. Watching podcasts, like I love, because they actually help to expand your mind in ways that you never even knew. I get a lot of takeaways from watching podcasts, and it's hard to also live in the present when you haven't really healed from the past 100%. So it's really important to heal from your past so that you are growing into the person that God wants you to be in life, you know, and not living in the past. You guys were able to take something from this video, and also let me know how you guys like these. Also guys, thank you guys so much for being supportive of my channel. Oh, it actually means so much to me. Okay, all right, bye guys.